Alright, I'm Fred from GLW. Here today we brought 12 different strains to try and see what everybody thinks about them.
I'm Paul, Cinder Downtown.
I'm Shiloh from Cinder Downtown.
Michelle from Cinder Downtown.
And Bailey from Downtown.
Alright, so what kind of strain are we going to start with?
What do you
You guys want to start sativa, indica, hybrid?
Maybe do a sativa first.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll talk for a second.
Yeah, right?
I would say let's start with the gooey. You like the gooey?
Yeah, I do. Do we want to grind it or
It's
how do we want it? How would we like our pots?
That's half and
Oh,
half.
the child-proof box.
Even maybe start with a cone first. I don't know. We'll just smoke
Wanna
it at
taste
the
it?
bound. We'll just
Yeah, let's taste it, and I'll roll something up while we're
okay, here, let's
There
do
we
the
go.
platinum. We gotta do
The
the
next.
Yeah, it'll taste better.
Whoever's gonna be next.
Shiloh, why is gooey your favorite?
I like sativas. I like sativas that are really, really happy and giggly. And this one's really euphoric. It kind of reminds me of Girl Scout cookies, because you know how in Girl Scout you're always like laughing and having a good time?
Yes.
That's really how gooey is.
So, do you have a favorite strain that you guys grow, or?
My favorite strain is the Rosé.
Rosé.
I love the Rosé. Yeah, I bought it from a pack of beans at Heights in Seattle at the Infest, and about like 5 years ago, popped the beans. You got lucky. You got lucky. We've been here. We've been growing it ever since. I mean, great flavor, great smell. I mean, it doesn't get you too stoned. You can just, it's a great high. I just love to grow it, and it's very unique, So,
Is it an easier one to grow?
It's a faster one to grow. As far as getting into, we've definitely learned a lot about it, and it's trying to produce more. It doesn't really produce that much, so getting it to produce a lot, was
Get a
tough.
better yield out of
Better
it.
yield out of it. But we figured that out. And now it's you'll definitely see a lot more of the rosé.
Nice.
It is chopped.
I know, right? Like, this is where we get it in the Advil bottle.
Ow!
Just want the weight.
That's a good one.
Oh man, that smells.
Rolling up, you stuff it.
Yeah, actually.
Stuffing up this platinum.
There you go.
This is really sticky, the gooey. It's everywhere. It's all
Yeah.
over me.
It's such a sweet smell.
Yeah.
I'm ready to smoke.
Let's go.
What do you have over there, Bailey?
The Pineapple Dream.
Pineapple Dream.
Smooth as can be.
Yeah. It's a Blue Dream crossed with Kosher Kush. We popped this from beans, from seed. Great strain, great flavor, amazing oil. The oil is amazing from it.
Probably my favorite concentrate that I've tried.
We've had this strain around for like, I think 7 years. Gooey, we've been growing it a long time.
Medical.
Yeah, love it. Love gooey. Gooey produces a ton of weight. Everybody loves it. I have one owner that he owns a store, and he always makes sure that he buys ounces for himself. He's like, make sure that those are in there.
Yep.
Need that.
Got to have that gooey.
How about that Pineapple Dream? How long have you guys had that?
We had that since we started. We popped that when we first started 502, so about 2.5 years.
Okay. Gotcha.
So the glass jar, that is going to be new. Is that something we're going to be seeing more as opposed to this?
So we do glass jars. It really depends. I mean, some stores they prefer glass jars, some Mylar. I mean, it's just really what the store
Yeah,
prefers.
I think I like the 8s and jars.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we love
Yeah.
to put our 8s in jars just because we want to be a higher end brand.
Right,
And,
yeah.
I think it beats up the product a lot. And we take a lot of pride in our work. So for it to be beat up when you see it in the container, it's like we did too much. We did too much to get there. So the jars definitely protect the bud, and it's always nice to have like a jar with just one bud in it. I mean, for like a gram or even an 8, that's definitely a good one to have.
I've noticed a lot of your guys' stuff have really good harvest dates.
And that's what,
Like 8, 14, 17.
that's what we want, because
Yeah.
we don't want, like, when the product starts getting older, we'd rather turn it to extraction and get rid of it rather than like try to just make money. I mean, obviously, everybody wants to make money in the 502, but at the same time, it's about quality and about flavor and fresh product. And we have smaller, flower rooms, and we crop every 2 weeks, so we'll always have new batches, new, fresh.
Right.
No matter when you get by GLW, it's definitely be fresh. Most definitely.
And you can tell. You can tell by looking at it. You know, like sometimes you look at stuff and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, no, for sure. But the glass jar is definitely protected.
It's too childproof for me.
Yeah, sometimes I just rip it right here.
Diesel.
Some diesel.
Diesel's good.
Is that like a sour diesel or is that something different?
It's actually just original diesel. I got these two cuts, the diesel and the gooey from a guy, and back in medical, and we've been growing it the whole time. Actually, this strain, diesel, was my favorite strain before I got the Rosé, and I was crazy. I lost the cut because I wasn't keeping track of everything, and I lost the cut, and I actually tried to bring a plant back from after it was flowering. It was like a little nub, and my partner Vince, he'd come in like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "This plant's dead." I was like, "No, it's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. I got it.
Saved it?
No, after about 3 months. No, the plant died. The plant died. But
you tried.
The cut came back through our rotation, and we found it somehow, and we had it, and we ever since we've kept it ever since. But yeah, that plant died. We didn't. That plant didn't make it. He was like, "You're crazy. That's not gonna work." It was like
good karma.
it was like a little stub like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we flowered it out. It tried, but it's still here. It's a great strain. I like to smoke this like if I want to go do something like energetic high.
Right.
You can smoke that and go get your day done.
Yeah.
Definitely. Or work out, play basketball, do whatever.
Right.
Right. Some people say you can't do. Diesel's a great strain to do that too.
Or you stuffed.
Spark some platinum?
Yes, please.
Platinum, alright.
For sure.
The smell is what gets me every time, man. It's just so like sweet and skunky, you know what I mean? It's what you've been looking for.
Yeah.
Always super dense.
Like rock, this rock car.
Yeah.
You have to use that. Like even if you smoke a bowl, like you grind it. Yeah, I learned that. I was wasting too many bowls. No, this is and this is Bubba. This cut, we've had this strain around for some people call it pre-98 Bubba. I don't even know what that is, but but
It's like some OG Bubba.
well, we've had this cut. We just call it Bubba. We've had it forever. Yeah. We've had it, I think, 15 years. We've had it a long time, but it's definitely the real deal.
That's
when people see
good
it.
for us to know because a lot of people come in looking for like a classic indica that they can remember like from high school or back in the day.
This is it.
And that's the one.
This cut actually we paid $5,000 for this cut a long time ago when cuts went for that much.
Right.
But this cut's been around for a long time. We've had it, and this one and the Afghan are definitely old school indicas that like the people that are coming.
Yeah.
Thank you.
People that are looking for that like nostalgia, like
That classic heavy fish.
Remind you of high school, definitely.
Oh, high school.
Reminds you of high school.
Most definitely. I just love it because it's so smooth and so floral. And the taste is
right there.
second to me. Oh, we ready to smoke some diesel?
without even trying.
Is that diesel?
That's diesel. Hey, Paul. So what are we smoking out of right there?
This is a nice silicone bomb from Ice, unbreakable as you can see.
Is it unbreakable? Is it really unbreakable?
Well, the glass.
Well, so you do have glass on
Let's
glass,
see what's really doing it.
which is kind of nice. I mean, most people are looking for glass on glass. A lot of the silicone pipes you see have a metal bowl. It's not really.
That might be the best. That right there.
The magnetic
is
ring.
Oh, that is
No,
the,
wait, watch this. This is the best. So
Watch out.
So the bottom, it bends. It's fine. So the bottom has that little component, and you can pull it out, and it will stash all your pot in there. It also has a tool,
So that you can empty your bowl.
and you can hold
Nice and neat.
all sorts of stuff and things.
Oh,
And it still
Yeah.
obviously
You
holds
see
all
that,
the
Keegan?
water.
And you can get these at Cinder
yeah.
downtown.
Yes.
Downtown,
How much are they?
Uptown, Valley.
They're only 50 bucks.
What? This
But
is a
It's a
steal.
very
All
hard
three
item to
locations.
get. We sell out as soon as we get them in.
Yeah.
So.
I
Yeah.
didn't know about this thing down here. That's definitely.
They're super cool.
What?
Think about that.
Floats.
Oh my god, you can take your bong in the river floating with you.
All right.
If that's legal.
Yeah, don't do that. I never said anything.
Check your local.
We have them in dab rigs too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to dump our water.
I'm trying to ruin
So-
everything.
The sales pitch the guy told me to is how you clean them.
Dipping.
How do you clean that? Do you know how
Put
to
it
clean
in the freezer.
Hey,
And you just crack it.
Yeah.
That's it.
All the resin.
The resin flakes.
I haven't cleaned mine yet,
don't
and I've
have
had it
this
for like
one,
a long time.
but I have a silicone bong, and that's been my favorite part, is that all I do is put it in the freezer, and then I get to have a lot of fun squishing it all around, all the sides, and then just like empty it out in the garbage, and it's beautiful. Nice and clean. Easiest way to clean your
I'm so lazy. Like I will throw. This is so bad. I'll throw a piece away before I'll clean it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and
totally done that.
$400. It's out here.
Oh my god. The last piece I
Shiloh will
bought
throw
was
a
under
$100 piece away before she
I'm guilty.
Go look in her garbage.
I mean, yeah, never maybe that expensive unless it broke.
Well, I break parts. I break everything. Yeah. It lasted like 4 days.
I have a
it's
clumsy
fine.
lifestyle, I understand. Hence
So
why I bought a silicone
for
bong.
me. yeah, it's great. Or I'll put it in my bag and then like chuck my bag and be like, oh.
Oh, oops.
The Bubba.
Oh, you don't know how many times I've broken a pipe just like standing up. Like I've been sitting in a chair, had it in my lap, and I just go to stand up, and there it goes on the floor.
Empty that out.
Yeah, that's why we have $5 pipes.
That's why you buy cheap pipe. Glass is glass.
My glass breaks.
But like Dabbers, you totally can tell cheap from.
Yes.
What kind of glass do you prefer to smoke flower out of?
I like local. You know, local. I mean,
Like hand blown.
yeah, hand blown.
Yeah,
hand blown.
absolutely.
You know, I like definitely. You know, like the Sherlock. You know,
Yeah.
bubblers.
Yeah, I like anything with water.
Yeah, definitely water.
Yeah, I like little bubblers.
I like when they have like
the
big
hammers.
marbles. You know, big marbles. I mean, you know, from old school like big
Yeah, a lot of water
chunky
in there.
pieces.
Yeah,
You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Remember like zongs?
Yeah.
As long as they're
I
done.
love
You
those.
could not. They would not spill.
I used to put ice and then like orange soda in, and I would flavor the pot.
That's the Bubba.
What?
the Bubba.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bubba.
all right.
I'm gonna ask
What do you
about
guys think
it.
of that Bubba Kush?
Yeah, it's
So
coming this way.
tasty.
Yeah.
The Bubba is definitely tasty.
Bubba.
I definitely get the floral notes.
Yeah,
that
I've hit it
Bubba's
both ways. I'm
talking
sorry.
about.
Hey,
This is the
it's
first time
Fucking
it's
shit
gone.
I don't
up.
think it's gone
It's
this way
cool.
yet, so I think you're fine.
Damn, that does taste good.
But thank you for being respectful of the rotation.
Yeah, oh yeah, this is a new one.
Don't
Yeah,
look
this
at
was
this.
Bailey started this one.
It's definitely tasty. The Bubba's always a good high school
That's
high.
really nice.
For sure.
Does it make you pass out though? Is it sleepy for you guys? Or no?
I'm probably gonna get the munch.
I'm pretty chill on the Bubba myself.
Yeah, I think it's just.
Probably more like relaxed.
Yeah, it's definitely like I definitely get really relaxed, but
I'm gonna say the only one
not
here.
necessarily like I want to go to bed.
I don't care for the taste of that one as much. It's just like
more-
woody.
It's more earthy, woody. It's like,
It's like a
yeah,
dirt
dirt.
pot.
It's yeah.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah. No, it's just-
Oh hell yeah, these are vegan.
What do you think? What do you think you get the most flavor out of? Joints, or do you think the bong?
Joints. Paper.
Joints. What about you? Both.
I just have a respect for a joint, like a weird thing. I just like the act of a joint.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just.
Well, I'd say I
just
love
like
joints. So let's smoke
Yeah.
joints. Let's smoke that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Honestly, I mean, these
know.
king
Or-
palms. If
Yeah.
you guys have ever seen one of these,
Oh yeah,
Let's do the
check
smoke
that
out.
out.
Oh,
yeah, let's do some look out of that.
I often get sick personally from tobacco. I like blunts. I like the taste, but like I'll get sick from the tobacco before I'll get stoned.
Yeah.
So I really like the king palms because it's still you get the blunt effect.
Okay.
Very smooth, slow burn.
Yeah, really slow burn, like cigar-ish.
Yeah, it's almost like a blunt. Pretty much exactly like a blunt, but less work. Not as harsh and better flavor.
Yeah, that's
from
what
the
I
I
wood.
just have all this food around me.
I'm excited. I'm excited to try it. I haven't had one yet. Oh, they're great. Yeah.
This True OG is so frosty though on the inside.
Yeah.
So this True OG is when Snoop Dogg came to town.
Do we
Oh,
finally
yeah?
get the true story
The true
about
story.
it?
This is the true story. I mean,
From the source?
I was there. I mean,
Yeah, no more hearsay. This is the true
No,
story.
Yeah, true story.
I was there. Yeah, so he came to town, and he went to a store, and he showed up, and he wanted a certain type of weed, and we made him a box, like a wooden box that with his name on it, that our jars fit in, and we had a bunch of weed for him to give him, and there was like 4 other farms that tried to give him weed, and he didn't want any of the weed. He didn't want free weed.
Huh.
He wanted to purchase weed. So he
awesome.
wanted a certain type of weed, and it wasn't there. But what was there? I mean, he wanted True OG, and where's it at? Are you? Oh, it's right here. True OG. He bought all the True OG that was there, and it was like 77/8 of it, and purchased all of it.
Of course, in many different transactions after taking it.
It was like
home.
100,000 transactions. Exactly.
Of course.
And always. And he paid taxes on all that.
All of it.
And,
Very compliant.
exactly. And he bought that, and then the rest of the weed that we tried to give him, we gave to Warren G and Daz, and like the other, I don't know what happened to the rest of the weed that, the other stuff. I don't know if it was in the store or whatever. But afterwards, he gave us a shout out on Instagram. They were in the van playing, Madden. Put the box right in front of it, the PS4. And he definitely gave us a shout out on his Instagram page. And it was just cool. He was cool. He was cool. He was laid back. Cool guy, and it was definitely a great experience. And we didn't pay him to smoke our weed. He bought our weed.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
That's one thing that we love. So now we're gonna smoke it.
Hell yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, like he has the money, right? Like, so it's awesome that he's like, no, I can pay for it. I'm gonna pay for it instead of just like accepting
the effort put into it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
like
Snoop Dogg.
Well, I mean, like in his words, or in his the person that was buying the weed for him's words is, I'm not getting cussed out for the next 300 fucking miles because of this bullshit weed.
Yeah.
He's like, he doesn't like Snoop Stream. He's like, he wants. This is what he wants.
This.
He wants the OG. So,
I was wondering if you liked
awesome.
Snoop Stream or not.
Yeah, no. So he bought that, and then we got invited to go, over to the Tri-Cities. But we were so busy, but we should have probably went, but we didn't. When he comes back, we definitely when he comes back to Cinder downtown this time, we definitely will be here.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Come see it.
We'd love it.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And then
always welcome
it was like
downtown.
the next week, I think Redman, he was smoking our pink taco over in Seattle, and we have video of that. He loved the pink taco, so it was it was a good 2 or 3 weeks.
Nice.
Yeah. It's always good when people enjoy your product. You put a lot of hard work into it. Even like the customers, just the customers having a vendor day. Seeing the customers that just love your product. And
I think Snoop Dogg is definitely on my top 5 famous people I'd want to smoke with.
oh yeah. He doesn't smoke pre-rolls. He wants to see. He wants to see it. He wants to see it get twisted up.
Yeah, put it together himself. Yeah.
I want to dab with him. I want to be like, let's get weird and do some
I saw Wiz Khalifa with that.
big old oleum and rub it in VSR.
Let's do it.
I think I would smoke with Martha Stewart.
Oh my god, yes.
I just want to
so
get her
epic.
blazed.
Does Ellen smoke? I'd smoke with Ellen. She smokes.
Oh yeah, Ellen would be
right?
tons of fun.
That would be rad.
That'd be fun, yeah.
What about you? Anyone? They can be dead if you want. They can come back.
Abraham
Oh, if
Lincoln.
that's the case, shoot, my answer might change. I can bring him back to life.
Oh boy.
Sure, just for a minute. Just for a smoke
Just
sesh.
for one real toe. Who would you bring back?
I'd want to smoke with Willie Nelson. That's what I want to smoke with.
Oh,
Just because
yeah.
I heard he could smoke. I've heard from some people close to him that he could smoke Snoop under the table. So I want to see that. I heard a story. I heard a story of when he the one morning when the next morning Snoop either left or whatever, and Willie was still smoking away. So he definitely could cheat.
That's great.
And I challenge him to dabbing.
Yeah.
Oh, has Willie Nelson dabbed?
I don't know.
Oh, right?
I don't know. I don't even think. Yeah. I think he's more about flour. Actually, I think
Yeah, shout out Willie Nelson. Do you dab?
We can dab live resin. It's fun. Are you guys ever doing live resin?
Not right now, but maybe in the future. We definitely want.
I'm sure it'd be delicious.
Oh yeah, for sure. Our extraction room should be up and running by February, and we definitely want to start doing our own, because we'll start having more smaller batches. You'll see rosé oil, you'll see black Jesus oil, stuff like that.
I'm in trouble with that.
It's definitely tough, when you're sending it out for somebody to do, but when you're in house and you can do it yourself, because we want to be able to do pre-rolls, flour and the oil, of that strain, of all strains.
Right.
Yeah, we definitely still have to smoke that. Oh, right here. I'm getting lost. There's so many. And then definitely the CBD strain.
Yeah, tell us about the fume.
So the Ferrari Fume is our CBD strain. We have 3 CBD strains. We have a ton of beans, and we want to, grow CBD strains because right now the market they're not really in demand. But when they get in demand, we would definitely have our flavors. We don't have this right here. Doesn't have that same like cherry flavor that most CBD strains have. This is Sour Tsunami cross with Kim. We pop this from beans, and it's 14 to 15% CBD and then 8% THC.
So like a 2-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, it's definitely different for CBD.
Sweeter than I thought. Sweeter smelling.
And a lot of CBD strains, when you grow them, they aren't. I mean, when they grow next to another like Black Jesus or Rosé, you're like it's not as appealing. But this one actually, when it grows, it's like you can't even tell. It's like it's a nice one.
Looks fine.
I remember we went on a tour and we got to walk in the room and see it when it was growing.
Oh yeah, that's the same.
That's
just
the same.
like
any
same
other
one.
strain. Most CBD strains look like kind of hempy or something, just not as pretty. But this one looks like a top-notch strain.
So yeah, we have that one. We have the Stephen Hawking's Kush, which is like 5% THC and 10 CBD. And then we have one Tesla that is about 6 and 12. So, and then we have a ton of beans that we're getting ready to pop. So Harlequin's Antidote. We'll see what those are about. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh no, I just didn't want to talk to you.
Yeah, this is definitely a good one. So we'll smoke this.
Definitely should smoke some fume. Should we load some balls with some fume or blaze them as grill?
I think we're going.
Yeah.
Are we going joints? You want to keep going joints?
Let's keep going joints.
Joints.
How are you liking the King Palm?
I'm actually liking it a
King
lot.
Palm is.
Yeah, those
It's
are
not
yeah.
It's not harsh.
Yeah, well, he started it. It's gone around now almost full circle. Oh, it's
twice.
gone full
This is my
circle
second.
and almost twice.
Second or third.
And we're only like halfway through it. Nice slow burn. Get 'em.
What do you think it's going to do? The CBD after smoking all that?
I don't even-
It's actually probably going to kick in real.
It'll feel real nice.
Yeah.
People that haven't
relaxed.
tried CBD yet because they think it doesn't get you high need to just buy a cheap gram of CBD, try it out,
Yeah.
and change your life.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Grab us some Ferrari fume.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
When we get it.
We got it.
We have it?
we got it. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Come get everything.
yeah.
Come get it.
downtown.
You can come and purchase anything we're smoking downtown. Cinder. Ounces. 77 grams.
Yeah, just come ask us what we have from
We didn't
GLW.
win.
We got a lot.
Yeah, we got a very
We get more than what we have here. We're missing, what did we say, Big Taco?
Big
Yeah.
taco. Big taco. Everybody's favorite. Big
And
taco.
original Girl Scout cookies, I think.
Oh, we haven't cracked that one yet.
Yeah, we have
Oh,
that
it is here?
one. Yeah, we have that.
Okay.
So we still have Black Jesus. We have
Oh, yes.
Grilled Blue, Girl Scout,
Rosé.
and Rosé.
Or no, did we smoke Rosé?
No, we haven't tasted Rosé. The
No,
Rosé
okay.
is
Alright.
say the best for last.
The Girl Scout is the one that I have not had
Really?
Just regular Girl
yet.
Scout?
Regular
I
GSC.
don't think I have either, actually.
That's the very first sativa I ever smoked.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like,
Sativa.
what is this? Well, it's sativa dominant. It's a hybrid, but it's sativa dominant. And I'd only had indicas. I'm from Walla Walla. Indicas are easier to grow.
Makes sense. We're in Washington.
That we all have.
You do, yeah.
What about?
So where does it go? It goes to the black light. Is that
Right
right?
here.
Where's the filter? I think
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
to the black side.
it's probably about there.
that's about
Yeah.
It's about there. We got this Ferrari Fume next.
right.
Oh, what was in this then?
That
I thought you
was.
just got handed.
Yeah, what'd you
That's
roll?
the true OG.
Oh!
And I
Snoop
actually
Dogg's
rolled that
favorite.
one.
Snoop
Hand
Dogg's
roll.
OG.
favorite,
You really
alright.
gotta roll that one. Can't stop that one.
Yeah, you can't stop that one.
That's
Yeah,
nice.
real spongy, like
Great
this,
flavor,
you
yeah.
know.
I taste
Snoop
it.
Dogg knows what's best.
And there's a lot of
tiny. Yeah, but
OGs out there, but not real
But
deal
like,
OGs.
kind of like a slight sweetness to it for me. Like yeah, it's piney, but it's
not like
Sweet
earthy
and
piney. It's kind of like
It's like the PNW. Come visit. That's what it reminds me of.
We got.
It just tastes like the mountains. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was grown in
like
the
a
mountains.
breath of air from the mountains or something. Like fresh oxygen, fresh mountain air. Kind of.
Sort of. Do on the.
Not that, no.
Hold on. We got the Black Jesus. We're gonna twist it. Because that was the one I bought. You know, I went.
Okay.
So yeah, yes, we do spend our own money, buy our own product. We love it. I used to sell seeds. I used to work for a seed company. So when we came to 502, we brought in so many different strains, and like a lot of these, like Ferrari Fume, you know, what's another one that? The Rosé, the Tillamook Strawberry. Those were already named. You know, that was the name that the company came up with. The Black Jesus, it was a limited edition drop from a breeder here local in Washington, Jinx Proof, and he didn't have a name at the time, but the cross on it was Black Mountain Kush crossed with Jesus OG. And you know, I watched Black Jesus on TV, and I was like, well, we gotta call it Black Jesus. And you know, when I told him that's what I was gonna name it, he like looked at me funny. But the Black Jesus is one that we did came up with. The Pineapple Dream, that was that name. That was what it was named. The Pink Taco. The Pink Taco, so I got that. You know, I sold a lot of beans for a certain company, so they gave me a variety pack, and you know, the Pink Taco was in it, one of them, and it tested at like 27% the first time we ever ran it, and it was like 7% terps on, you know, on the flower, and it's like a full spectrum. You know, if you look at like the terp wheels, like it's crazy, but it's like really earthy and like really have that dirt, you know, flavor, but you know, definitely is a good one. And when it grows, it like gets pink, like a pink tint to it, and then it like starts to taco up from how much trichomes are on it. And we're like Pink Taco. That's what we have to. That's what we name it. And you know, stuck with it. People love it. It's one of a kind. You'll never see that at any other farm. Even to see that strain, you'll never see that strain. And you know, hopefully that's a strain you start seeing in other states. That's what the next step is. Yeah, definitely. It's a good one, but we don't have any here. But the next time we do something, we definitely will bring a lot of Pink Taco, and we'll smoke. Oh, right here.
Yeah,
your Gorilla Glue.
Did
you smell the Gorilla Glue?
No, I didn't.
So I mean, a lot of people grow this one. You know what I like to do? I love to put ours, or you know, our Gorilla Glue against everybody's Gorilla Glue and just smoke it.
Can you not call it Gorilla Glue anymore because the glue people got mad?
We actually we call it now. It's gonna be GG4. That's probably like the last sticker you guys. Or actually, not even GG4. It's called. You'll see.
Some glue.
Something. It's called something. they have a new label coming out. You'll see it probably the next delivery.
Yeah, so it might not be called Gorilla Glue when you come in, but it's still Gorilla Glue.
You ask for the Gorilla Glue, and they know what to do.
Here's the new glue.
Where's the Gorilla Glue?
So here's that.
So we have the new stickers, and what they're going to do, what they say is they have a, you know, indica is actually sativa, indica, and then hybrid, and it'll like let you guys, the budtenders, know what it is, each strain, and on top of that we'll have the terpene profile listed. It'll be on the side right there. Nice. So we're just trying to give you as much info as possible, so when the customer comes in, you can let them know this is what it is, and especially after you've smoked it, you can, you know, that's the best way to sell the product.
Yeah.
So what do you guys do differently than other grow-ups to get the terps? You guys do something special.
So we make all of our own dirt. You know, we make all of our dirt. We have live red wigglers, worms in our dirt. We make a lot of beneficial teas. We take more of our organic approach. You can't call it organic, but we take that approach. And you know, it's all about flavor for us. You know, it's not about yield. It's not about test. It's not about, you know, numbers. I know that, you know, a lot of people won't like hearing that, but that's what we're about. We're about flavor.
Just trying to make some dank butt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The same thing that we've always done. You know, so it's nothing's changed just because we, you know, we're in 502. Nothing has changed. We still want to grow the best product possible because I smoke the product. You know, so I want to smoke good stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, and I definitely would say that I think that's a smart decision because obviously, I mean, I've smoked some of these strains, but now smoking even more of them, like, I would agree. I mean, it's going to be hard to pick my favorite because, like, they're all delicious. Like,
we appreciate that.
I mean, I think it paid off.
Oh,
good idea.
Thank you. Yeah, so we do a lot of teas and just a lot of practices. You know, just basic gardening. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we're for gardening. I mean, you know, and that's one thing I've just learned how to, you know, I always had a garden, knew how to garden, you know, just basic practices, and, you know, started doing that towards marijuana, and, you know, we came up with a good plan, and, you know, what we do, it works great. You know, we have a good team, you know, at GLW, and that's what you know, keeps us going. Is just the people that work there, and you know, the love they put into the company. That's it.
Do you mind scooting the ashtray? Thank you, sir.
Right there. But that's a nice one, nice indica hybrid, like 52 days. So for a grower, grower standpoint, it's fast.
Yeah.
You know, nice big buds, and you know, we popped a lot of beans to find that one. You know, we just popped 180 different beans, strains, and we picked out 2 of them out of the 180. So, you know, we definitely, you know, do, you know, it goes through, you know, definitely you know, grueling process to make it. And you'll see a couple of them that are coming up that are amazing. This gobbledygook that we have, it smells so good, so good. Can't even explain it.
This tastes amazing.
It tastes almost minty. Pepperminty.
I'm gonna have you want to twist up that Girl Scout?
Oh no.
It's all good.
There's some
It happens.
in this. I think it's pineapple dream.
Oh, we should, okay. I know there's gonna be like a joint at the end that's just gonna have
Frankenstein.
yeah,
Frankenstein,
there it is,
yeah.
there it is. Frankenstein joint at the end. Yeah, the Black Jesus is
Smells so good.
great strain.
It is kind of
Pretty
minty.
tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little minty, but in a peppermint way,
It's
not
one
in
of
like a
my
weird
favorites.
menthol
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
way.
That's fire.
It's a lot of people, they look at the name, they're like, and then but if you see the lineage, and actually we have the Black Jesus stickers being made, and it'll have the lineage, and that you know,
nice.
you kind of see
Little
like,
story
okay,
behind
that's
it.
why it's named that. You know, it kind of explains it. That's I think it's great for the people that, you know, that know marijuana, and they can see the lineage and kind of see, okay, you know, I like cherry pie, I like Granddaddy,
Yeah.
so that's probably gonna be the
Yeah.
strain that I like.
Right.
Yeah, I really like that you guys do that.
Try to explore it, folks.
Especially like these weird names like Black Jesus, you know,
Yeah,
like where am I gonna
totally
find that?
strawberry,
You think for
Yeah, like some of them are easy to kind of guess.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, I'm pretty
Which
sure
way
it's
it's going?
that.
that way.
But
And then you actually, I saw a review for the Black Jesus. That was what was crazy. I saw a review. I was like, they're on it. They're on it. They're on it. We just delivered that, and I was like, there's already a review for it, so it was good. And what's crazy was the review actually like explained. I was like, hey, he has a good palate. he knew what he was talking. He knew what he was talking about.
That's dope when you see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Some
no.
people don't even know.
For sure. I think that is, like I said, that's one of the coolest things. Like when the people, you know, just show you love. Them people you don't know, you know, they smoke your product. And then, like, we had a vendor day one time, and the guy was like, I was coming to buy your product anyway. It's on sale. I'm buying more. He's like,
That's awesome.
I know the vendor day that we had down here. That was a great. I mean, that was a busy day. Busy. A lot of pre-rolls. Sell a lot
Yeah.
of pre-rolls down
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
A ton.
oh yeah, we sell a ton of those pre-rolls.
Pre-rolls, what we like to do is, so a lot of companies, you know, throw whatever in there. What we do is, when our bud bits, you know, we sell, you know, quality flower, and then anything that is really small that we don't think is big enough to make this container, we call it bud bits, and you can buy those at a discounted price. Well, when those get to a certain amount, we turn that into pre-rolls. And you know, we don't want to give you shake pre-rolls, so what we do with our shake is we turn that into extraction, and you know, definitely we want to give you more flavor, because if you buy a pre-roll from us and it tastes good, I mean, that's like our calling card. You know, you're gonna buy, you know, most places are just gonna do it because they're trying to make some extra money. We're doing it, you know, trying to sell our so, you know, buy a rosé pre-roll, and then you'll know what it tastes like, and then, you know, you can, you know, invest in an eighth or, you know, a quarter or whatever.
Right.
Rather than, you know, going in the deep end, you know, and our price on the pre-rolls is great. You know, it's all really for the customer.
$5 for a pre-roll, like, and it's quality.
Yeah, it's the best $5 pre-roll
Yeah.
I've ever had.
You go buy a pre-roll, and then you come, okay, I need that eighth. I need that
Yeah,
eighth.
exactly. That's how I found Platinum Girl Scout cookies.
Exactly.
Pre-roll.
And then, like, on our vendor days, what we do with those, we do the pre-rolls, I think they were doing it for like $3 out of the door. And it was just like, because they get to taste the Platinum Girl Scout cookies. I mean, one guy, I remember, he came in, and, you know, he came back in like 20 minutes later, and it was like, I just saw this guy, and he was like, oh, I just found $3 on my couch. And
I had to go get another one.
That's funny.
Because I know that you know the customers that are, you know,
Yeah.
your close customers that are just in, you know, they just found $3 on the couch. They're coming back to get another one. So we took an old winery over, and you know we took all the wine out, and then we turned it into pretty much a weedery. That's what we call it. And, you know, we're up in the lower Mount Spokane area, you know, on 50 acres. I mean, it's a beautiful place. I mean, the only thing you could really do there is grow marijuana. Eventually, you know, we're looking to turn it into, you know, like a weed and breakfast when the state allows that. You know, there's a big, you know, geodesic dome on the property that's going to do that, and there's just tons of, you know, possibilities there. It's one of a kind place. When you go there, when you're up in the mountains and it smells like marijuana, they love it. Love it. It's heaven. Yep. Everybody that comes out there, you know, we've had, you know, some of the biggest people in the industry come out, you know, from lighting. Let me pass this really fast. Oh, that is
That's like really good.
Yeah.
That is like really good.
Yeah, I went up my nose and I was like, oh, that's, yeah, Gorilla Glue.
But a lot of people come up to the property and it's like surreal. They just see it and they're like, they can't believe, you know, I've had, you know, one of the biggest, you know, guys in the lighting industry, him say, you know, I've been to, you know, $100 million, you know, greenhouses, you know, in Holland and stuff like that. He's like, this is the coolest place that I've ever been to, you know, and it's just one of a kind. I mean, anybody that's been there, bud tenders that have been there, you know, they love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
One of the coolest farms.
You know? And you know, when the bud tenders come, we always like to get them their hands dirty. You know, definitely. You know, that's how you can learn about the product. You know, how we're definitely hands on. You know, we'd rather have you come in and see, smell, touch the product. So, you know, there's nothing to hide. You know, this is what we do every day, and we're just trying to give you a good product. The GLW, you know, was just a small, you know, just a couple buddies. They had a, you know, plan, and they came together, and we just got a great team, and really, you know, just you know, anything's possible. You know, to be here, you know, being able to, you know, give you guys a good product is an amazing thing, and that's really it. You know, we appreciate you know, Cinder a lot, and you guys are a great store.
We appreciate you guys too.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
It's easy to see the care that's taken, you know what I mean? The final product is always A1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just want to be the best at what we do, you know, small tier 2. We're going to get into pins, you know, that's what would be our next step. And then with our concentrate, we want to just have the best concentrates out there, and which it starts with the best flower. So, you know, that's one thing about it. Having our own extraction will be amazing, you know, it'll be a great thing for us.
Yeah.
If you can find that Pineapple Dream oil, buy them, scoop it up.
Yeah.
For real.
That way.
So much flavor.
Yes, and we have a new diesel oil.
Oh,
it's like
boy.
diesel butter. It's it's tasty. We actually
Did Bodhi extract it?
Bodhi
had
yeah.
it? Oh.
It's like 6-7% terps, and then
Nice.
we have some new platinum that Bodhi extracted. It is like butter, and I think it's like 7% terps on that.
Delicious.
And we have some blood orange shatter that we just had done.
From Bodhi also.
It's from the other side of the state. It's,
cool.
Yeah, it's from Kush Family Originals and Dutch Hustle. He extracted it for us, and you know, it's just they did, you know, they're on the other side of the state, and they do a good job. We just want to, you know, start going into that market, so it's definitely good to have relationships over there. And we've, you know, been friends with them for a long time. So
Rosé
is nice.
stole my heart for sure.
Yeah.
Number 1 strain.
I mean, a couple of my favorites.
Excited.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
That's for flavor.
Yeah, for everything. It just feels so good on your
Smells
body.
So good.
Takes
Oh,
the
yeah,
edge off.
Cherry pie across from
Oh my
Granddaddy.
God.
So sweet.
Rosé.
It smells like candy, you know?
Yeah, it smells really good.
It's
Smells
Smooth
like
and sweet.
candy.
Oh,
And it looks like candy.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
we sold out in like 2 days.
Yeah.
I bought a quarter and I just finished my last little note the other day.
Oh,
About 2 days.
that's the first thing I asked for. I was like, she's like, nope.
I know, we
Nope.
sold out quick. It's delicious.
Well, it'll be on the shelves next week. I know there's a fresh batch, so be looking for the rosé.
You guys got anything new dropping? Any secrets? You know, anything that nobody knows about?
The newest ones that we have a gobbledygook.
Ooh.
Gobbledygoo.
Is that for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, right?
It's a blue magoo crossed with gobstopper.
Ooh.
And it's just like
nice.
funky, and it's like purple and pink and green and yellow. I mean, it's like it's the craziest colors. It's an indica. We have another one that is
Like that.
Let's see if I can show you the video. We have another one. It's a Cookie Puss. It's a strain. It's called Cat Piss crossed with Girl Scout cookies.
Oh.
And it's I mean, amazing.
Where'd you get the cat piss?
Sucky cookie.
That's Jinx Proof. He's a local breeder. He came up with that name,
Okay.
and that's what he called it.
I feel like I heard about that once.
I think I wouldn't believe that was marijuana. Cookie pie.
Right? What?
It's pretty.
What did you just say?
I
Like,
think,
It smells.
Cookie
like,
crosses are crazy.
yeah, I want to smell it. Oh my goodness, yeah,
Cat piss.
that up
That's
close one was
legendary
really frosty.
509.
That's what I'm saying.
Legendary.
So here's
right.
so here I'll show it to you. Let me show
It's
it.
gonna be hard to say.
That's the pink taco.
ooh.
Growing. And then Cookie Puss is a new. Oh, actually, we have one drying right now. It's Santa Marta Columbia Gold crossed with Galactic Blue,
Nice.
and it went 13 and a half weeks. It was the one. It was, I don't know. It was it was probably there when you toured. It went 13 and a half weeks. For indoor 502, you'll never see that. That's unheard of. But it was a seed. We had to see what was going to happen with it.
Whoa.
The buds got that big in 5-gallon pots, so it's ridiculous. The yields were double of anything, and we're gonna get the terp test on it, and it's just it's a true sativa. It's we're gonna call it Columbia Glue, and it's just amazing strain. I'll definitely get you some samples of it.
All right.
Can't wait for those.
That
But 13, because
Yep.
at GLW we go from 8 to 11 weeks, so 13 is like unheard of. I mean, 11 is really, we don't do too many 11s, but 13 and a half is like, that's unheard of. And we did it to the fullest because we wanted to bring that product. We didn't want to like get to 11 weeks and say, hey, we're wasting time, let's just axe it. Let's actually see what it's worth. Let's get the terp profile and see if, I mean, some of these strains could have different terpenes.
Yeah.
That could, you don't know what they could,
I don't know what you're
help,
gonna
you don't know
here. Yeah.
exactly. Could save, it could be, different terpenes that could save numerous things. So we definitely want to get terpene tests and THC on that. But it should be a good one, because it's just how it's grown. I mean, you have buds like that around for indoor. I mean, for what we do. I mean, what we do is that was great strain.
I mean, how tall did the plants get? Did you have to like?
They kept, well, we super cropped them, so we had to mess with them a little bit, but they got probably 6.5 feet. I mean, for us, that's big, because most of our plants, we're about canopy. We're not about like big plants. We're about production, but quality production, and because that's what the state makes us do.
Right.
So
Getting the most out of your
yeah,
square feet.
just canopy. So we hand me one of those, please. So as far as that, most of our plants usually get 4 feet. That's where we're at. We keep them all 4 feet. That's where we usually, when we are just nailing it, when we're doing it perfect. So these plants got like 6.5. So, but they didn't burn. They loved the light actually, and it was actually, from a grower standpoint, I love it because it like challenges me. It's not just, I can throw it in, and 56 days later it's going to be ready. So from a grower standpoint, you actually have to put some time and effort into it, and we did good. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be really limited.
Yeah.
Cinder will have some.
Yes.
Every farm that came in and saw it when it was finishing, they wanted it because they've never seen anything. They're like, what is that? Like, what?
Now I'm getting excited.
Because you see these like a lot of cookies. I mean, I love cookies, but everything looks the same. And then you see something like that, like, hold on, I only see that maybe outside. I might see that outside, but besides that, in an old magazine. So that's when we were definitely excited. And like I said, we pop beans. We definitely are always trying to find the newest. We're gonna start breeding, some of our strains, and we just want to be able to give you the newest flavor, best flavor.
GLW.
The Rosé.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the.
If you see it on the menu, you gotta get it because it'll sell out.
It'll be
It's
gone.
not one that you can pick and choose and wait for.
Save the best for last.
Yeah,
For a
just
reason.
gotta get it.
I mean, cherry pie and granddaddy pear.
Yeah.
That's what else
What's
do you
the
want?
lineage of cherry pie? Like some type of cookie.
It's granddaddy. Or is it
Granddaddy and Durban poison.
Oh.
Someone consult the oracle.
No, it's definitely we got like I said, we bought the beans, or I bought the beans at Hempfest and popped them, and that was like about 6 years ago, and we brought it in, and it's a unique strain, unique terps, and we love it. So we definitely want to see more of the rosé. I want to see the rosé oil. We've done
Me
we've done the
too.
rosé oil once, and it needs to be more of that.
Oh,
And then,
yeah.
and once you see GLW extraction, that's the one thing that I think that'll finally set us apart is when we have our own extraction, and being able to being able to have that will be amazing, because like the black Jesus oil, I mean the true OG oil, so it'll be good. Right now, we have some good runs, dealing with Bodie High, they great extraction company. I mean, all the product we've got back from them has been, like A+.
Yeah.
So the terps the terp sauce. We had some terp sauce that was platinum. It was like 16% terps. It was like amazing.
Oh my goodness.
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's out of control.
Oh, it was.
wait.
It was crazy. I know that most of the people that bought, that stuff was like
It's like
sold.
candy.
Got checked in, it was
Wow.
just sold. It was like,
Yeah.
And I think we're running out of battery life.
Nice and
So we
sweet.
got to wrap this thing up. Special thanks to my man Fred from GLW for coming out and hanging and
thank
smoking with
you.
us,
Yes.
trying all these different strains.
I'm Bailey, and Rosé is probably my #1 strain of all time. The Bubba Kush almost stole my heart, but the Ferrari Fume should be one for you guys to try if you haven't tried a CBD strain yet.
Black Jesus used to be my favorite, but True OG won my heart over. It's definitely tasty.
my name is Fred. I would say rosé. Rosé. Buy as much rosé as you can.
I'm Shiloh, and I think I actually forgot how good the pineapple dream tastes. Super delicious. So I'm gonna have to go with that was my favorite today. But the Ferrari Fume was really, really good too.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it as a CBD. I'm a little picky on my CBDs, but I really, really liked it.
They're all my favorites. I mean, seriously, the Gorilla Glue, the True OG, the Platinum Girl Scout, the Fume, Ferrari Fume,
Keep
the
going,
Bubba
there's 12.
Kush, the Tillamook Strawberry, the Trillamook Strawberry.
That's next year.
They're all super fire, super tasty. I can't pick a favorite, So just want to say thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you. We love GLW. You're welcome anytime.
Oh,
Smoke with us.
we love Cinder, and we appreciate it, the invite, and we come back every week. We love Cinder, and they definitely have one of the better stores in Washington. And if you're looking for some of the best product in Washington, definitely come downtown Cinder, Valley Cinder, Northside Cinder, and
Come see us.
come say hi.
Thank you guys so much. Come check us out.